The Bhagavad Gita, um, in its position on justice, has never wavered from a key assumption. The assumption is nobility. What do I mean by that? Nobility does not simply refer to someone being noble, of high status, high birth, and so on. Nobility implies humility. If I do not have humility, then I am not capable of making judgments. Why so? Because if I want to judge someone based on his or her actions, then it means I have to understand the purpose, the motive force behind his or her actions. If I do not have that capability, then my judgment will not be correct. Now, why humility? Because humility ensures that I stand in a position of disadvantage. If I do not stand in that position, then I cannot make proper and correct judgment. However, the moment I stand in a position of humility, then the judgment that flows out of me will be natural, will be correct, and will be right. It is with this view that the Bhagavad Gita has explained justice. Now, we may very well ask, what was the need of this huge conflict? The conflict of the battle of Kurukshetra. The Kurukshetra war. What was the need for this war? So many people died, millions of people, so many animals died. It was an environmental catastrophe. We may as well ask ourselves, what was the need for this meaningless, senseless cruelty? Now, we have to understand the motive behind this cruelty to really understand justice. Bhagavan Sri Krishna mentioned, if there were no need for fighting this war, then the war would never have happened. However, a need arose. A need was felt by many people, not just the Pandavas and definitely not just the Kauravas. What was that need? That need was justice. Re-establishment of justice in the Indian diaspora. And that is why the Bhagavad Gita was so essential. That is why the conflict, the Kurukshetra war, was so essential, so important, so timely. It is with this view that we shall start the discussion of justice as expounded in the Bhagavad Gita from an Advaita Vedanta perspective. It is to be kept in mind that Advaita Vedanta is an enormous subject. It cannot be meaningfully covered in a 5-minute talk. Instead, what we will mostly focus on are explanations, expositions, and translations. So, my humble goal in these talks is to focus on the narrative of justice as expounded in the Bhagavad Gita from the lens of Advaita Vedanta. I do not claim to have understood all the nuances, all the details, all the intricacies that involve justice. Justice is an enormously complex topic. There are books on justice such as Yajnavalkya Smriti, Manusmriti, and other books. I am not even going into them. So it is important to realize that once we have committed justice to ourselves, justice to others is very natural. If we are completely confident that we are doing justice to ourselves, then doing justice to others becomes simply a matter of time. With that, I will finish the session for now, and I hope to be able to start on the shlokas of the Bhagavad Gita from the next session. Thank you very much, everyone. Pranams to all. May God bless you.